Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas on Nyxus Gaming. When last we left off, we had saved Camp McCarran's monorail from being blown up, and found out the spy that was leaking NCR intelligence was none other than Captain Ronald Curtis, the same man who was heading the investigation. And he's dead now. We also did something with Contreras inside here, got him turned in for doing illegal activities selling NCR guns, and had one issue with the game locking up. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. This time we're going to explore those tents and stuff outside, but before I do that, I do want to talk to Colonel Shu here. Now that we are liked by the NCR...
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. I thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
When you are liked by the NCR, he will give you a key to an NCR safe house south of McCarran. Which is pretty nice, pretty nice. We'll probably stop by there at one point, grab everything, and just loot it. It's pretty close to the Repcon headquarters. We'll probably get it when we go into this area here, though. And yeah, now we are going to head into these tents here. If you remember when we talked to Boone, he said that he was part of the NCR First Recon sniper team. We can also ask him a few more things now, I think. So let's go ahead and do that.
We won. Look, we've done some trap.
Maybe. Those are like the exact same things that he said before.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so we can't really ask him anything new. Never mind. But he was part of First Recon, and it turns out that First Recon is actually stationed here at McCarran. We got him all right here. We're gonna talk to Corporal Betsy here first.
Never seen you around before. What do you want? Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty. Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all. What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude? They don't. Only the good ones do. My partner's got some potential, so I let him wear those goofy glasses. I tell him they're his training shades. He totally buys it. Truth is, his eyes just suck.
You can ask who her partner is.
The little guy. 10 of spades. I like him because he listens. Doesn't shut up the rest of the time, but when I talk, he listens. Also, he doesn't pull any stupid come-ons, like practically every other horn dog alpha male on this base. Might be he's just scared of me, though. Yeah, we spot for each other, watch each other's backs. Usually works pretty well, unless you get paired up with an asshole. Thing is, there's a lot of assholes in the army. I keep hoping they'll pair me up with some hot blonde like you see on those old pinups. Shit, I don't even care if she can shoot straight. Can't have everything.
And just for the hell of it, you can hit on her, if you want.
Yeah, right. You're sniffing up the wrong skirt. Try me again when you're tall, blonde, and female. Yeah, try not to get killed.
And very clearly, she has some issues, sexual issues, that you wouldn't think would be allowed in the NCR. But you can go ahead and talk to her our commander here, who is somewhere. I know we saw him before, but I don't see him now. And honestly, I'm not even sure it's him. It might be this guy, Gorobets.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, First Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry. We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
Here we go. What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help. I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
And we can ask a little bit about other stuff, like what happened to Sterling.
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to First Recon. We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR.
I feel like I just asked him that.
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
And yeah,
Carry on.
now we can talk to Betsy again. Hello.
Yeah?
A little space, please? Like, you need some medical help. Jesus.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he?
Oh, how'd you know?
I don't need a head doctor. I'm First Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
I don't see how you can see anything with how close you were to me just now. If you have speech 60, you can just convince her to get the help. If you have medicine 40, you can do the
Just
same.
another injury to take care of, huh? Well, when you put it that way. Alright. You can tell the lieutenant I finally caved. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing. Yeah. Try not to get killed.
And if you can't do either of those, you're gonna have to talk to all the other members, see if they can convince her to get help. Like Bitterroot
I'm
here.
Bitterroot, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me? You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name? It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through. They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
So this guy is a great con, and it seems like he has some knowledge of this Bitter Springs incident that we can't get Boone to talk about. Maybe we can get a little bit out of him.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest. Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Uh-huh.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. one you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want. Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in. It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
So it appears this guy is not a fan of the great cons that he grew up with,
Probably best.
and possibly helped the NCR in Bitter Springs.
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me, I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends. While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark. Yeah, look. He's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through. It's like I told you, Daughtry's not my real
I don't know why that was still lit up.
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO. Alright, goodbye.
So it seems that because I did the check with her, I can't really ask any of her comrades for help in the situation, but it's still nice to get to know him a little. Here is Sterling, the ex-ranger.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had. Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place. As a matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. A couple nights back, I was on watch in the yard. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Old habit, but it saved my hide on occasion. Round about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. Now that's the 3rd time I've spied those lights, mind you. And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. I'm just saying, it didn't look empty to me.
So that's another place you can get a lead on Curtis leaking information.
No trouble at all. Might be nothing. Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up. That light is mighty consistent. Always there at 1 a.m. Might be worth a look. I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gore bets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, as long as I could hit my targets. Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays. Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either. Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. so they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said. Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us. Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
So that's Corporal Sterling and his story about how he got beat up pretty bad by Caesar's Legion. And there's one more member of First Recon that I gotta find. I don't... Is this guy him right here? That is not him. We have a little medical area here. He should be walking around these tents somewhere. I don't think he strays too far from the rest of the guys. I'm surprised I can't find him. Oh, here he is. 10 of spades.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. First Recon sharpshooter. At your service. The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit. It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. The big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down. Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, alright? She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other. Watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit. Yeah, the LT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with civvies, anyway. Ain't right. Oh yeah, fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass. Damn right.
We can ask him how he got his name, 10 of spades.
The LT, Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades, but the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though. Shit. Long as I can remember, had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ramp, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too. Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass. Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the First Recon way. Yeah, I'll see you around.
So that is First Recon. We got Corporal Betsy, who had some issues with a fiend named Cook. Unfortunate circumstances. Her partner, 10 of spades, a newbie with a year under his belt, who has a stutter. Corporal Sterling, who was basically crippled all over his body by the Legion, an ex-ranger because of it, but is a part of First Recon because of his eyes and his memory. And then we have the ex-Great Khan with a few, more than a few, daddy issues. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Betsy again.
Yeah?
Oh wait.
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
We already talked to her, right? So now, we're going to where she recommended, the New Vegas Medical Clinic up here. We're gonna go ahead and fast travel to the gun runners, because that is the closest. We're gonna pass one location, but we aren't going in there, not for a bit. It'll be nice that we have it discovered, though. Do we? We don't even have the quest. Oh. Do we? Okay, never mind. We have to talk to Gorobets first. I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. That's my bad. Let's go ahead and head back into here. And find Gorobets and talk to him. I thought we had to go to the medical clinic first, but I guess not. We'll probably have to go there after this. We haven't talked to Daughtry yet. That's because he's gonna be important for another quest. Who is this guy? Oh, Little Buster. I can't remember what he is at all.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Oh yeah, he's just a bounty hunter.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
He was trying to work on the bounties for Major Daughtry that we'll be working on next episode. Which, as I was saying, that is why we haven't talked to him yet.
What can I do for you? I wish someone with your medical training had come along sooner. I think she'll actually stick with the treatment because of what you said. I was afraid that Betsy wouldn't go for long-term treatment because she didn't want to look bad in front of the rest of the squad. You settled that. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her. Carry on.
And now we go to the medical clinic. So once again, travel to gun runners here. And I do actually want to make a quick stop here.
Sir or madam.
And see if I can get the combat armor, Reinforced Mark II. It's 5,006. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think we can get it yet. No. We cannot get it yet, even with this machine. We'll get it eventually, though. Go ahead and walk past there. If you want, you can go ahead and walk up here and discover this location. We'll be using it later. This is the Freeside West entrance, I believe. East entrance, East gate. It doesn't really matter too much. There are just a bunch of different gates. There's one more up in that direction. But for now, we're gonna go to the medical clinic, which is also right next to this area here, the Crimson Caravan Company that we have just discovered. We are probably gonna end off this session at the Caravan Company. If you remember, in the beginning of the game, when we saved Ringo at Good Springs, he said he was part of the Caravan Company and that he was gonna return here, so we might see him inside that building. Go ahead and head over to here. This is the entrance to the medical clinic. We're gonna be spending quite a few caps here down the line. There isn't anything too important in loot here, so go ahead and talk to Usanagi.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes. Because you're a friend of the followers, I can give you a bit of a discount.
I do want to go ahead and go in here and buy the stim pack she has. And I'm gonna sell some stuff to her in return. I just don't know what. Looks like I'm not gonna sell anything to her in return, but I still want the stim pack, so I'll do that. You can ask her about the implants.
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got 2 much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes.
And if you want to buy them...
Another thing I forgot to mention. Your body may be able to handle only a limited number of implants. The healthier you are, the more implants I'll be able to give you. Now, what surgery are you considering?
You can buy any of these implants. I can't remember how much they cost exactly. 4,000 for that one.
Caps. It will boost your adrenal glands and quickly increase your muscle mass.
I don't have the caps right now. But basically, she has 1 implant for each special statistic. And then she has the 2 more expensive ones here.
All right.
We cannot afford
something
any
else
of
you were
them right
interested
now.
in?
So, we're just gonna talk to her about Corporal Betsy.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
And there we go. We have completed I Don't
Take
Hurt
care.
Anymore. Gaining more NCR fame. We're gonna go ahead and fast travel back to Camp McCarran. And I think we're gonna end the episode off there. Next time, we'll talk to Major Daughtry and see what these bounties are about. Maybe make some caps here, so we won't be so broke. And then maybe we can afford that combat armor. We'll see. We'll see next time. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Nyxus Gaming, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.